Hey everyone, and welcome back to the NOSR Webs podcast. Don't forget to check out the awesome offers waiting for you in the links down below. Today we're diving headfirst into the world of Conflux, CFX, a cryptocurrency that's been making a splash in the crypto world. You might even call it a potential Ethereum rival, especially given its foothold in the Chinese market. We've got some pretty wild price predictions on deck, some cautious, some, well, let's just say they're pretty bullish.
But what I find really interesting about Conflux is its focus on speed and scalability, and its goal of creating a bridge between different blockchains. It's like they're trying to build the ultimate connector for the future of finance, especially between the East and the West.
It's certainly ambitious. So to help you navigate the exciting and sometimes confusing world of crypto, we're going on a deep dive into CFX. To help you figure out if it deserves a place in your portfolio, we'll break down its unique features, look at its potential for growth, and by the end, you'll be able to make an informed decision.
Let's start by understanding what makes Conflux tick. One of the things that really sets it apart is its hybrid consensus mechanism. It uses both proof of work and proof of stake.
Wait, two consensus mechanisms? That's like having a car with both a gas and electric engine. Is that even possible?
It's not just possible, it's actually quite ingenious. Conflux blends the two for optimal security and efficiency. Think of proof of work as your reliable, tried-and-true engine, like the one powering Bitcoin, providing that robust security. Then you've got proof of stake, which is more like your fuel-efficient electric engine, keeping things running smoothly and minimizing energy consumption.
So it's like having the best of both worlds. But does that mean it compromises on speed?
Not at all. In fact, one of Conflux's biggest strengths is its speed. They're using a unique consensus algorithm called tree graph, and it allows for thousands of transactions per second. This puts them in the same league as Solana and Avalanche, two of the fastest blockchains out there.
Okay, so we're talking high speed and robust security. Now let's get down to what everyone really wants to know, price predictions. What's the outlook for CFX?
Well, predicting the future of any crypto is tricky, but we can look at some indicators. If we look at the short term, say for the rest of 2024, Binance users are predicting a slow and steady climb to about $0.22 by January 11, 2025.
Okay, so maybe not enough for Lambo just yet, but hey, slow and steady wins the race, right? What about the experts? What are they saying?
The experts are a bit more optimistic. They're predicting that CFX could potentially hit $0.46 by the end of 2024. But keep in mind, the average prediction is around $0.35, so manage those expectations.
All right, so maybe not Lambo money, but enough for a nice vacation. Now let's get really speculative and look into the future. What are the long-term predictions looking like? Is CFX going to the moon?
Now, this is where things get really interesting. For 2025 and beyond, the predictions get a lot more aggressive. Some analysts believe CFX could hit $3 by the end of 2024 and potentially even reach $16 by 2030.
$16. Okay, now we're talking Lambo territory.
Whoa, hold on there. Remember, these are just predictions, and a lot can change in the crypto world. It's important to remember that these predictions are based on its current trajectory, and many factors could influence this growth.
Right. Even the shiniest crypto could lose its sparkle. So let's dive into the technical side of things and see what the charts are telling us about CFX's future. What are the technical signals whispering?
Well, when we look at the moving averages, we see that CFX is currently trading below its 50-day moving average. That's usually seen as a bearish signal.
Bearish? Does that mean we should be hitting the panic button?
Not necessarily. It just means we need to look at other indicators. Before jumping to conclusions, let's look at the Relative Strength Index, or RSI, which tells us about the momentum of price movements. Currently, CFX has an RSI of around 25.64. This suggests it might be nearing oversold territory.
Oversold. So like a crypto fire sale.
Exactly. So those looking to buy low, this could be a good opportunity to snag some CFX at a discount. But of course, we also need to look at the key support and resistance levels. These act like price floors and ceilings for a cryptocurrency. If CFX can break through its resistance level, we could see some pretty significant upward momentum.
Okay, so we've got the technical signals. But what about the real-world factors? What are the fundamental elements that could make or break CFX's success?
That's a great question. Remember, price predictions are just one piece of the puzzle. We need to look at the bigger picture. And one of the most important factors is Conflux's commitment to technological development. They're really focusing on enhancing their cross-chain capabilities. This is huge because it allows Conflux to connect with other blockchains and expand its reach.
So it's like building bridges between different crypto islands, right?
Exactly. The more bridges Conflux builds, the more valuable its network becomes. Another crucial factor to keep in mind is the overall market sentiment. Remember, crypto is a volatile market, and CFX can be affected by things like regulations, global economic trends, or even a viral tweet.
Oh yeah, Elon Musk can move markets with a single emoji these days. What else should we be considering?
Well, community engagement is a big one. Conflux needs to attract developers to build on its platform, and users to actually use it. A strong and active community is crucial for any cryptocurrency to thrive.
So it's all about building a vibrant and engaged crypto ecosystem.
Absolutely. Now let's see how Conflux measures up against some of the giants in the blockchain space, Ethereum, Solana, and Avalanche.
Bring on the crypto titans. How does CFX compare?
Well, Conflux's hybrid consensus mechanism definitely gives it a unique edge. It offers a balance of security and efficiency that's hard to beat. And in terms of speed, Conflux can go head-to-head with the fastest in the industry, thanks to its tree graph algorithm.
Speed and security, check and check. What about its ecosystem? How does that stack up?
Conflux is building a robust ecosystem with a focus on DeFi and NFTs, similar to Ethereum. But what really sets it apart is its position as a Chinese Ethereum. This gives it a unique advantage in tapping into a massive and rapidly growing market.
The Chinese market. Now that's a game changer.
It could be, but remember, just like any investment, there are risks involved. It's crucial to do your research and understand the technology, and consider your own risk tolerance before diving headfirst into CFX.
Wise words. Do your research, manage those risks. And remember, we're just sharing information, not financial advice.
That's right. We're here to guide you. But ultimately, the decision of whether or not to invest in CFX is up to you. So it seems like Conflux has a lot going for it. Speed, security, a unique position in the Chinese market. But what are some of the potential downsides? Are there any red flags that our listeners should be aware of?
You're absolutely right. Every investment has risks, and crypto is no exception. What are some of the things that could throw a wrench into Conflux's plans?
Yeah. One of the biggest concerns is the regulatory landscape, especially in China. Crypto regulations are constantly changing, and any sudden shifts could impact Conflux's growth, especially its access to the Chinese market.
So keeping an eye on regulatory news is key. What else should our listener be wary of?
Competition is another major factor. The blockchain space is incredibly competitive, with a lot of talented teams and innovative projects vying for dominance. Conflux is up against some serious heavyweights like Ethereum, Solana, and Avalanche, which already have well-established ecosystems and a huge user base.
It's a tough crowd out there. What else should our listener keep in mind?
Well, Conflux is still relatively young compared to some of the more established players. It might take some time for its ecosystem to fully mature and attract a wider range of developers and users.
So patience is a virtue, especially in the crypto world. Okay, let's say our listener is intrigued by Conflux and wants to learn more. What would you suggest as a first step?
Education is always the best first step. Take some time to really understand Conflux's technology, the team behind it, and their roadmap for the future. Read their white paper, explore their website, and check out their social media channels to get a feel for the community.
Get that deep dive going. What else?
Dive into the Conflux ecosystem and see what's already happening there. Look at the DeFi projects and NFT initiatives that are being built on the platform. This will give you a better sense of the community and whether it aligns with your interests.
So get hands-on, explore the Conflux universe. Any final words of wisdom for our listener before they jump down the CFX rabbit hole?
Remember, never invest more than you can afford to lose. Crypto is a volatile asset class, and prices can fluctuate dramatically. Don't get caught up in the hype or FOMO. Make your decisions based on solid research and your own personal risk tolerance.
Solid advice. Do your own research. Manage those risks. And remember, this is just information, not financial advice.
That's right. We're here to guide you. But ultimately, the decision of whether to invest in CFX is entirely yours.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground today, from Conflux's tech to its potential, and even some of the risks involved. But here's the big question. Could CFX, with its unique technology and focus on bridging the gap between East and West, actually become the bridge between those two worlds in the future of finance? It's a pretty bold vision.
It's a fascinating question, and Conflux's position as a potential bridge between the East and West is definitely something to watch. Its strong presence in the Chinese market, combined with its ambition to create a truly global and interconnected blockchain ecosystem, makes it a strong contender in the race to facilitate cross-border transactions and collaborations.
It's a compelling narrative, and it will be interesting to see how it plays out. The potential is certainly there. But as with all things in crypto, time will tell.
Exactly. The future of Conflux, like the future of the entire crypto market, is still unfolding. But its unique features, ambitious goals, and growing ecosystem make it a project worth keeping a close eye on.
We'll definitely be keeping our eyes on CFX. And before we wrap up, let me just remind everyone to check out those awesome offers waiting for you in the links down below. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of Conflux. So for our listeners who want to keep digging into Conflux, what are some resources they can check out to learn more?
We've got you covered. We've put together some great resources in the show notes. You'll find links to articles, the Conflux white paper, even some in-depth technical analyses.
Knowledge is power, folks, especially in the wild world of crypto. Do your due diligence and then make your move.
Couldn't agree more. And remember, this space is constantly evolving. What's hot today could be old news tomorrow. So stay curious, stay informed, and never stop learning.
Well said. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of Conflux. It's a project that's definitely got us thinking about the future of finance, especially with its unique position in bridging the East and West.
It's been a pleasure exploring this with you. And to everyone listening, happy investing. And don't forget to check out those exclusive offers in the links below.